Hey everybody, Dhar Mann Shulo, you're back again with another video. Today we're reacting to another Dhar Mann video. Student Humiliates Special Ed Kid. Let's get into it, guys.
Jeremy, great job.
Based on a true story.
Lewis, that's the second test you failed this month. What's going on?
Sorry, Miss Wilson.
It's because he's dumb.
Sean, that's not very nice. Well, if you want to graduate, you can't fail any more exams. You understand me? Class, please open your books to lesson 3. Who wants to read?
But I'm just saying, like, as a teacher though, why not offer to help him or help him get some tutoring somewhere? Maybe he doesn't know what to ask. Maybe he doesn't know how to get help.
How about Lewis? Well, why don't you read for us?
Can someone else read instead?
Of course, they choose him.
I didn't call anyone else. I called on you. Is there a problem?
Yeah, everyone knows that the pea brain can't read.
Sean, stop it. Lewis, go ahead.
Okay. Lesson 3.
Synthesize.
Synthesize the...
Why she sound like she's irritated that he couldn't get that word out? The way she was like synthesize, I don't know, like it's the way she said it that made me think that she was a little irritated that he couldn't get the first word out.
Lewis, this is not a difficult word. Sound it out.
How you gonna get mad at him because he struggles with reading? Dude, like this is my thing with teachers. They sit over here and teachers are supposed to be encouraging and supposed to be able to know, like, okay, well, it has to be a problem with this person if they can't do this. So maybe I should talk to their parents. Maybe I should try to get them more help. You know, like how's she gonna get mad at him and be like, this word is not difficult. Obviously, you see he has a problem with reading.
Ugh, it's content, smart guy.
Sean!
What? Come on, Miss Wilson, he's in the 8th grade and he can't even read? Why can't you pick on someone who's not so dumb?
Sean, cut it out.
Not funny, bro.
Lewis, I'm worried about you. You're not at the reading level you need to be.
I just mix up my words sometimes.
But I'm pretty sure you knew this already. You know, instead of embarrassing him in front of the class, she should have pulled him to the side, talked to him, and asked if, you know, maybe we need to get the parents involved so the parents could be more active in helping you.
I'm afraid you don't belong in this class.
You say all of that in front of the
Come with me.
students. Like, come on now. They already make fun of him.
Have fun in special ed, dummy.
Here you are, Lewis. Your new class.
Lewis? Hi, I'm Mrs. Green, your new teacher. Nice book. You like Tony Robbins?
Yeah. My dream is to become a writer and speaker one day.
She's
I want to be
a
great,
lot.
just like
She's
him.
a lot nicer than the other teachers.
Well. If it isn't Lewis.
How the heck he get out of class? Go to class. What are you doing in the hallway?
And his special ed friends. All you'll ever grow up to be is a janitor.
Hey, you get out of
You
here
think?
right now, or I'm going to send you to the principal's
He's
office.
probably smarter than you, boy.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, look at R. Kelly. Despite all the bad stuff he did and how he's in jail and all that, he can't read, but he's like one of the most talented artists, one of the most talented singers there is. So he had abilities to do a lot of other stuff that he was very, very talented in, but he couldn't read for crap or write. So come on now.
Hey, don't listen to him, okay?
No, he's right. I'm just dumb. I'll never be smart enough to be great like Tony. I probably won't graduate.
Let me ask you something. What do you think Mr. Robbins would say to that?
I don't know.
Well, I know exactly what he would say. Because he wrote it on a picture for me
What? She went to see him?
when I met him. It says, whatever you believe, you can achieve. Signed, Tony.
He really signed that?
Yeah, he did. You know what? Here. Keep it. And if you ever lose belief in yourself, you remember that.
Thanks, Miss Green. I'll never forget this.
Oh, and do me one favor. Don't forget to bring me a signed copy of your book when you become best-selling author. Okay?
I will.
With the help of Miss Green, Lewis finally starts believing in himself for the first time in his life. Over
Listening to
time,
that
Lewis
class.
learns how to read and starts doing much better in school.
Really, he had to go in a special eds class to be able to learn how to read, and he couldn't learn that from a teacher that was in teaching advanced class. Like, are you serious?
With Mrs. Green's help, he eventually graduates on time and becomes one of the top-ranking students in his school. Several years pass,
later.
and Lewis decides to start writing his very first book. He goes around trying to sell his book to strangers.
Dang, he was getting rejected.
He does this day after day, so excited to get his book out there. That is, until he realizes no one wants to buy it. The book was a total failure. After months of trying and failing, he starts losing belief in himself and decides to give up on his dreams. But then one day, he happens to run into someone that he used to know that would change his life
His
forever.
favorite teacher.
I don't know what I was thinking. I can't be an author, I'm too dumb. Whatever, Sean was right, I should just go be a janitor.
Watch
Sorry.
where you're going.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Oh, the
Wait.
rude teacher.
Lewis? It's Miss Wilson from middle school.
Oh,
How have you been?
She's
I've had
rude
better
as heck.
days.
But before she even looked at him, she was like, "Oh, watch where you're going." Like, she's just too good.
What's wrong?
Well, I tried to come out with a book, but it was a total flop. Nobody read it.
Oh, well, I wouldn't beat yourself up too much. I mean, after all, you were in special ed, right?
Wow. Wow. She was like, "Oh, well, you know, you were in special ed, so we all knew that it was gonna flop." That's basically what she's saying. Like, "Oh, yeah, you were in special ed, so you had no chance at pursuing in this book industry anyway."
It was good seeing you.
Wow.
What am I doing? Like I could be a writer, like I could be anything like Tony Robbins. I wish I'd never read this stupid book.
But he got that picture that his other teacher gave him.
Whatever you believe, you can achieve. And if you ever lose belief in yourself, you remember that.
That's it. I have to keep believing in myself. I'm not gonna give up.
Yeah, don't listen to what that negative teacher says.
With newfound motivation and belief, Lewis gets to work on writing a new book. A few years go by, and this time, his second book is a huge success. Lewis becomes
few
one of
years
the
later.
best-selling authors in the world. He develops a huge following, creates a top-ranking podcast, and even meets his idol,
him.
Tony Robbins. Lewis
Wow, that's him, the real him, man. That's the real him.
Lewis's work inspires millions of people around the world. And then one day, he decides to go pay a visit to an old friend.
Hey, Miss
The
Green.
greatest teacher.
Lewis. Oh my goodness.
I want that other teacher to run into him, because then she gonna be like, oh, I always knew you could do it. But no, you said I was in special ed class. I ain't have no chance. So,
Look at you. It's so good to see you. What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to bring you something. It's my new book. I signed it for you.
oh,
Lois, you remembered. I am so proud of you.
Miss Green, I'm starting to sweep the floors.
Sean,
that's the kid that bullied him. Look at him. Now he a janitor.
perfect timing. You remember Lewis Howes from school. He's a best-selling author now.
Lewis.
Look at him. He don't know what to
Wow,
say.
I can't believe it's you. Of course, I know who you
He's probably one of his biggest fans.
are. The last time I saw you was...
When you told me all it ever amounted to was being a janitor.
Look, I'm sorry about the way that I treated you when we were kids.
Look at him.
I was
now.
wrong about you.
Fat and a janitor. Look at you.
Actually, I listen to your podcast all the time.
Really?
He's a fan.
I'm a
Look at
huge
him.
fan.
Oh, thank you.
Can I get one of those?
You want me to sign it too?
Yeah. Can you give me some
You
advice?
know what I'd put in it? Never judge a book by its cover, because that's exactly how he judged him.
Sure.
My dream has always been to have my own business one day, but I'm just a janitor, so probably won't happen.
Well, a wise person once told me, whatever you believe, you can achieve. So always remember that.
Look, he grew up beautifully and handsome and all that. Whatever you believe, you can achieve. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more videos, and I'm out.